past few days I've put together some autism stereotypes that personally relate to me and that might relate to you. So stereotype number 1 is that autistic people don't want friends. This one's confusing. You see, I want friends, but what I find tricky and awkward is the socialising to actually earn the friends. Things such as forced eye contact and small talk are some of autism's worst enemies. I can do it, but I hate it because it's awkward. I have to learn to do it because apparently that's what you have to do in social situations. You have to give off the right body language to attract other people. And that leads me on to my second point, which is that autistic people don't understand body language. Now actually, I'm hypersensitive to body language, so even just a small sign somebody is noticed, and it can go a longer way than you might think. It really triggers me if I feel I can tell somebody's annoyed at me, and it makes me anxious, though it comes out in anger. I don't get that it's just a temporary feeling for them. In my mind, it's catastrophic for someone if they're angry or upset with me. So parents, teachers, please be aware of your body language around autistic kids, and please don't add to the stress that they're already dragging around with them. Stereotype number 3 is that autistic people don't have a sense of humour. We don't. No, seriously, of course we have a sense of humour. Mine is usually quite dry, and some might say dark. I don't always understand sarcasm, but sometimes I don't pretend I don't, because I don't know why, to be honest. But really, a good chunk of me is pure comedy. Not to toot my own horn, but I know my way around a joke. Actually, it's how I make and keep most of my friends. Mimicking voices and creating characters is a favourite pastime for me, so don't let anybody ever tell you that autistic people are humourless. In fact, for me, it can be a great way of preventing negative emotions. Stereotype number 4, autistic people don't feel empathy. Okay, this is a tricky one to explain. I definitely can understand how other people feel. I can tell when I'm upsetting my parents, but my own agenda, which is basically anxiety, takes over at the time. For example, my mum was crying because she'd heard my dad had a stroke. Because we were in public, I was embarrassed. It looked like I had no empathy. I really did, but the anxiety of having my mum cry in public took over from any empathy I was able to feel. Now, autistic people are not only empathetic, but can even over-empathise. For example, I can't even kill a fly that's buzzing around in my room. I keep thinking about how horrible it must be to die a slow and painful death by someone spraying poison at you. I think that's empathy. Stereotype number 5, autistic people are all the same. People think that because you're autistic, you should have certain behaviours. Then they think you can't be autistic because you don't fit in with their stereotype. Also, I've learned to fit in with the neurotypicals pretty well, so it took a long time for me to get diagnosed with autism. This is because I can make eye contact, I can socialise, I can put on my best character when I need to, in public, a bit like now. So of course, some people with autism have some of the same traits, but just like snowflakes, not one of us is the same, so please don't assume we will be. I would say, however, there is one thing you can do for all autistic people, and that's to understand us. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, brilliant.